Savage Off-Road. We're going to be installing our first ever Cannon Alpha snorkel. Let's go. Okay, we've got the car in the workshop now, so we've jacked it up, okay, just like you will at home. So we got a big trolley jack, jacking the car up, just to make some space under here between the wheel arch. We're gonna quickly pull all the push pops off this inner guard liner right now, so we'll do that now. So we've got the snorkel laid out here on the bench while Sammy pulls the inner guard liner out. Hose clamp, 2 brackets, some M6 studs, some bolts, some nuts, 3 rivets, the bracket to mount the snorkel head up on the A-pillar, okay, the snorkel itself, the hose, another hose clamp, and of course, the template. So Sammy's gonna start by removing this. So what he's doing is he's getting in under here and he's removing all of the push pops. Now, if you apply very light pressure, they'll just pop out. They unscrew with a Phillips screwdriver, but you've got to be very gentle on them. And then watch what he does here. There you go. So go around, remove all of those, all around the flare, and then also in the inner guard liner. Sammy's on his last Phillips down there. Let's go, Sammy. Let's get it out. Woo! 1 inner guard liner out. Now we've got access to here. We've got to undo. You got a bracket here, undo this, okay? Because we've got new brackets to replace it. And we've got another one here at the front, right there. We need to remove that. Okay, once we do that, we can remove the factory hose. Let's go, Sammy, let's go. Whoop, whoop. So you've undone all that, Sammy? Now what are you gonna do? Just pull the big pipe out, wiggle the pipe out, and look at that. So you undo that pipe, that just goes in the bin. Okay, so we've got our snorkel template. It's mounted on here, so we've used some masking tape to hold it on there, and we're gonna mark this now up, and then we're gonna get a 10mm drill bit, drill all these, plus we're gonna get an air saw and hacksaw all this out of here.
For any reason, installing this part on your own is a challenge, or if you don't have the right tools, feel free to bring your vehicle to our facility. We'll handle the installation for you. Just reach out to us via email, and we'll save you a spot in our schedule.
So Sammy's pre-drilled all the holes, as you saw in the hyperlapse, okay, and he's marked this out. I've taped it up, and we're gonna get the air saw now, and we're gonna cut this out for the snorkel, as well as I've taped up around here just to protect the paint around it. All right, so let's get a drill bit and drill this first, Sammy. So we're just gonna get a drill bit in the corner here. All right. And we're gonna drill this out. All right, and now we're gonna get the air saw in there and let's cut it. One piece of steel cut. Okay, so now we're gonna clean this up again. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly clean up all the burrs with this deburring tool. So once I've cleaned all this up, then I'll paint this all, okay, to protect the steel from any rust. Okay, so we've got the snorkel, or we're gonna put these rubber little spacers on here, and what these do is will help with vibration as well, as also space it. So you got 2 of these, okay, we're gonna put them on now. Do them up, and then you're gonna put this on. So this is your snorkel bracket, so we're gonna get this on now. Okay, so that's done. So what we're gonna do now is that's all mounted. Now we're gonna hold this up against the car, okay? And we're gonna see where it goes and mark the holes for the rivets. So Sammy's just gonna put the studs in the bottom of the snorkel, and this is what mounts it to the panel, the quarter panel. So he's just gonna put a bit of blue Loctite on it, put all the studs in. We'll need a little Allen key as well to wind and lock these studs off. So we're gonna lock these off, but just putting. So we've got this on now with a double-sided tape. We've screwed it all up. We've also put all the studs in with our Loctite. Now Sammy's gonna walk over to the car He's gonna test fit it, make sure it all lines up. Okay, so that lines up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come across here, have a look. So that goes inside the door jamb, okay? So we're gonna mark these now. So we're gonna get our marker. I'm gonna mark 1, 2, 3 holes and then drill them out. Okay, so we've already mounted the bracket. We've pulled the backing of the double-sided tape off. All right, we've drilled the 5mm holes. These are the rivets that we supply in the kit, okay? So they're a 5mm rivet, so you need a 5mm drill bit. You're gonna push the rivets in there, okay? So you got the rivet in here. We're gonna do that up now. That's 1. That's 2. So we've got 2 rivets in there. Okay, so the snorkel bracket's on. Sammy's gonna grab the snorkel now and he's gonna place it up here. Let's get it in place. Okay, lines up beautifully. Get me the 2 bolts for here, Sammy. So you're gonna get the 2 M6 bolts. They're little shiny ones. Quickly place them into the hole. This is a Torx, isn't it? It's a Torx. Torx bit, not Allen key. Okay, gonna get the other one. Okay, we'll tighten all this up. Okay, so the snorkel's fitted up. Okay, now it's still loose, as you can see. It's not mounted. We haven't put the nuts behind here, but Sammy's gonna get this pipe in place, which is fun, isn't it, Sammy? So Sammy's gonna get the pipe in. Okay, you can use soapy warm water to try and get it on the sleeve over here and also on the snorkel side. That's a little tip just to get it on there. Or hairspray even works. The snorkel's all on, the pipe's in, as you can see. Pipe's all been installed up in there. Now we've picked up all the OEM hole here. Okay, so that's an M8 bolt, M6 bolts that are all included in the kit. There's a bracket that's included in the kit. That pushes onto the factory airbox and seals. There's a rubber seal behind it. Use some soapy water to get that on there because it can be quite tight. As well as in here, okay, you've got M8 bolt here, a stud coming out of the frame, out of the cab, and then you've got an M8 nut that's included in the kit that goes onto there. 2 M6 bolts that go up into there that are included, okay, and then make sure you do up all your nuts. Okay, so up in here is the back of the snorkel, and you can see where we drill through, and you've got all your nuts there, all right? So all your nuts are done up, your hose clamps on there. Make sure you do these up before you put your pipe in, otherwise it can be pretty hard to get in. All right, so there you go. Let's get the car back on the ground. Let's put the guard liner back in and let's go. There is one nut also behind here. So you've got to pull this little rubber flap. There's a nut that goes in behind here and bolts. This is the last 4th bolt that goes on. So we're gonna get that on now. Okay guys, we've got the Alpha snorkel fitted. So we've got the snorkel fitted up. What do you guys reckon? So this has been lifted on our 2.5-inch nitrogen kit with 33s. You've got our hoopless bull bar. We're gonna be test fitting the front hoop bull bar. But look at the snorkel. What do you guys reckon? Does it look good? That's how it mounts. We'll open this up and have a look. All mounted nicely. I think it looks quite smick. Anyway, you can order that at savagetech.com.au. Please like and subscribe. I hope that video helps you install that on your new Cannon Alpha. It's quite easy. Peace out, have a good one.